Hi, my name is Young Pabi, and I'm about to break down my EP, Running with Men on Horses, on Muse Africa. Yeah, so Running with Men on Horses. I actually got the idea when I was young. The title when I was young. And with time, I nurtured or got to understand it more. And when it was finally ready to come out, I was able to get the meaning of what I got when I was a kid. And Running with Men on Horses basically means there are men on horses in everybody's life. Actually, everybody's running with men on horses. Everybody wants to achieve something that somebody has already achieved. And to this person who has achieved that, or with somebody who is ahead of you in something you want to achieve, is a man on a horse. So with me, we are in the music industry, and there are people on horses, and these people are also artists, and their horses stands for their links, their money, and whatever they have that helps them be who they are. And as I'm a new person coming in, I wouldn't say I'm a new person. And as I'm an artist also coming in and I don't have these, then I still have to run on foot with them because the time is up, you understand? So to me, everybody basically is running with men on horses in whatever they are doing. Whether you are selling, you are buying, you are learning, you are trying to have a career or something, you are running with men on horses. So basically their horses stand for whatever what makes them who they are. And that is Running with Men on Horses for you. Alright, so Running with Men on Horses, track 1. Okay, so I decided to not start this EP the normal way, or to not begin the EP with a song like every EP or every album is. I decided to sit whoever is listening down in the mind and let them pay attention, because I was trying to take whoever listens on a journey to the end. So I remember when we were in JHS, we used to have this teacher who comes around and she would always tell us a story. And you know, with the tag guys in the class, we always want to be like, yeah, what's up guys, no? And then she start like, once upon a time, and then we'll still listen anyway, although we won't be hard and all that, yeah. So I said, okay, how do I get somebody who's hard, somebody who doesn't like this genre of music, somebody who doesn't maybe like rap or something, to listen? And I remember that teacher, and I realized everybody likes a story. Everybody wants to hear a story. So start this whole thing with a story. So track 1 actually starts with the story, explaining the fact that, explaining the whole EP and the fact that I'm joining a race in a song. And this race I'm joining, I have no horse. And my opponents or my competition are having horses. You understand? So basically, that's what it talks about. The intro is a poetic or a storyline that is not in a music form, but you will still enjoy it. And it sits you down for you to understand the whole EP. Track 2, Love You. Okay, so Love You is actually an evangelism song. I call it that because I spoke from God's perspective of things, or as humans. And if you were a God yourself and you see human beings doing what they're doing, how you feel about it. And I felt, okay, this is how God talks, or this is how God will feel. In my mind, that is how I felt. That is what I felt. So I was like, okay, I'm going to speak from that perspective to let people understand that, okay, you're supposed to do good, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to do that. But if you don't do it, this is how me, God, I feel. But then I still love you anyway. So at the beginning, love still rules, you understand? So I wanted to put that love thing there for people to understand that, okay, no matter what you are, what you do, God still loves you, but He's not happy with everything we do. You understand? Yeah. And shout out to Ugly Beats on that one, he produced it. Track 3, Guilt. Okay, so guilt talks about condemnation. Everybody in one way or the other goes through stuff that make them feel guilty or that make them condemn themselves. And sometimes this condemnation or this guilt can tend to depression. There are a lot of young people depressed out there who don't even know how to handle this. So I found out a way to handle guilt. And one way is, I believe everything is spirit. If you are happy, it's spirit. If you're sad, it's spirit. If you're, anyhow you feel, it's a spirit that makes you feel that way. And you can choose to be happy or not. And this is by talking to whatever spirit it is. You understand? So I was like, okay, if I'm feeling guilty right now, it's also a spirit, because God has given us the power to speak with our tongue, and anything we say will work. You understand? So I was like, okay, I was feeling this way sometime, and I was like, I spoke to it, like, you guilt, hey, go, there's it, and he left. So I was like, wow, this can be the answer. So I made a song about it. I was like, no, I'm going to tell people that when you talk to these feelings, when you talk to this condemnation, this guilt, which is eating us up and can expand to something else like depression at an early stage, not even at the early stage, when you keep on doing it every day, it actually works. It works, and I tried it and it worked for me, and I put it in a song. So it talks about how we can deal with condemnation or guilt very well and not fall into it deep and get depressed, and yeah, and that was how guilt came about. Track 4, Sunshine. Woo. Okay, Sunshine. My life, my life, my life, my life in the sunshine. Okay, so Sunshine talks about purpose. I believe everybody on this earth is here for a purpose. Like, nobody is a mistake. When a sperm is released, there are about 4 million sperms that goes into a woman. And one is being chosen. Like, you are always chosen. Like, everybody on this earth is chosen. And you are here to serve a purpose. And that purpose is what makes your reason being here important. That is the most important thing. Like, everybody will die. Death is normal. But the most painful thing is to live on this earth and don't know your purpose, and then you die in vain. You die doing nothing. So I was like, okay, let me talk about purpose to these people. Let me talk about purpose to people listening to this song. And that is how Sunshine came about. And it's basically that you should know your purpose. If you don't know your purpose, there is somebody who brought you onto this earth and he knows your purpose. So you go to him and he will show you your purpose. And you and I know who brought you onto this earth. You understand? So that's how Sunshine came about. And yeah, and when I said you go to him, I don't mean your mother and your father. God brought you onto this earth actually. So I was like, okay, let me put this in a song. And that is how Sunshine came about. Track 5, Humble Beast. Woo. All right, so this EP actually has no feature. It has no feature, but Humble Beast has Jeremy of Live FM's cameo, and I really enjoyed this song a lot because I remember when I was like, I have this thing where people tell me, you look too cool. Are you the one rapping? You don't sound like the guy rapping. You don't look like the guy rapping. So yeah, so I had an interview with her, and she also said the same thing. I was like, you're too humble, you're too cool. Whoa, like, are you the one rapping and all that? I was like, no, I have to talk about this because we have a lot of people, like a lot of people were telling me this, you understand? So I took her cameo of that interview and I placed it in a song, and I actually rapped heavy, like hard. And then her cameo comes in to relax, like, oh, you're so cool, and I rap again. Yeah, so Humble Beast is about that. Track, is it 6? Yes, track 6, Ubotum. Ubotum actually came about when I did this freestyle. I did this freestyle of Kwade. There was this cypher from, it's a rap cypher, and they asked us to pick an OG beat, and I picked Kwade. And in that freestyle, I mimicked Kwade. Like, I tried to pick his style, like, and do like a Kwade thing. For those who don't know Kwade, he's a legend actually. He's one of the pioneers in music here in Ghana. So when I did that and they put it out, people wanted a whole song on that Kwade style. Me trying to rap like Kwade and all that. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna give you people a song. I will give you people a song. So that's what I did with the quad thing. I got a beat from Pabi. Shout out to Pabi. He did that song, and then yeah, here we are with Subotom. I had to like put the whole quad vibe on it, and it talks about the fact that if you don't have money and you're chasing a woman, you will not get a good woman, and it means a lot. That statement actually means a lot. It's an old Akan adage. Udi wo hia pema unyoba papada oba papada. Udi wo hia pema unyoba. Yeah, so that's what it talks about. When you don't have money or when you're using poverty to look for a good woman, you will not get a good woman. Yeah, that's what I'm praying. And then track 7, Kobaby. Alright, so Kobaby was produced by Ugly Beats, and Kobaby talks about the fact that if you are being moved, sacked from a place, don't hesitate to move, don't hesitate to go, because when you are at a particular place for a long time, you might be sitting on your own gold. And there's a whole is also an old Akan adage that says, you baby ako baby. When you're being sacked from a place, go somewhere. And I brought out facts, like the first verse talks about the fact that you're with a man who's beating you all the time, who's always fighting, and you're still in that marriage. Like, move, go. You understand? He doesn't want you. You don't deserve to be beaten if you're a woman. And if you're a man and you're being, you're in the same situation, you don't deserve to be there, you move. And then the second verse actually talks about the fact that people are being sacked from their work and they still want to be there by apologizing, by trying, you understand? Like, you move, you're meant to move. Some people are just like a small something in your life that they come just and they pass by. It's like they are passerbys in a movie. They are always passing by. So you learn every day. So you don't stay at one end. Even if you're falling in love at that end, you move. So that's what Kobaby talks about. Talks about the fact that when you're being moved, sacked, or taken from a place, move and go to another place, for the gold you're looking for might be there. And track 8. Random Women on Horses. Yeah, okay, so this one actually is, it talks about the whole thing. It summarizes the whole EP. As I said in the beginning, the Random Women on Horses title, it summarizes the whole thing. And it talks about the fact that we've been random women on horses and life no be easy. And that everything you have to do is the people that will help you get the horse. Because the race you run, you need to get the spectators that are watching that race need to help you get a horse. You understand? And that is what the whole EP is about. It's actually calling for help. It's actually calling for support, for people to support you and all that. Yeah, that's Random Women on Horses for you. And track 9 also continues the story in track 1. As I was saying, it's not a song, but it's a storyline. It's a story that I actually put in a song, and the last track actually continues it, and it tells you, as I said, to support the artist, because those who had the horse didn't have it by themselves. They were supported by spectators. And when I say spectators, you are the spectators, the listeners, the downloaders, the streamers, the lovers of the music, the people who come to the shows. You are the spectators, and without you, there is no horse for us. You understand? So it talks about that fact, and it invites all of you to like support. You understand? We need it. We are artists, and you are the energy, you are the motivation out there for us. So yeah, that is the Random Women on Horses EP, and it's on all platforms. And when I say all platforms, I mean all platforms. Uptown, Apple Music, Spotify, Tunes by Muse. I have to say that. I had to say that. Muse Africa is everywhere. Go get it. And then you can get it on CRBT too. The codes are rounding down here, Charlie. You forget that to support. And that is, if that's what you can do to support, that's what you do. And yeah, we are all Random Women on Horses. Now we do. I go by the name Young Pabi, and I just narrated the Random Women on Horses EP with you. Yeah. Hi, my name is Young Pabi, and my EP, Random Women on Horses CRBT, is powered by Tunes by Muse.